doing well. I hope everyone's healthy. Today I would like to either introduce or reintroduce or just simply practice with you something that's called Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi means victorious. And when I first learned this breath technique, my teacher said that Ujjayi breathing is victorious to any impediments to the flow of prana or life energy in your body. So this is a breath technique that creates a sound. And this is more of an internal sound than an external sound. Another one of my teachers at a workshop once said that if you can hear the person next to you doing it, chances are they're trying a little too hard and they might be straining. So this is more of an internal sound that comes from our ability to partially constrict the glottis in the back of the throat. And I know it might seem sort of counterintuitive to think of closing the throat when we're breathing, but all we're doing is closing it just enough to create some friction. And that friction creates a vibration in your larynx. And this is where we get what's often called the ocean sound of Ujjayi breathing. So if you've never done this before, one way that you can get familiar with what it feels like in the back of your throat is to put your hand up against your mouth and pretend like you are trying to fog a mirror. Using an exhale, pretending your hand is a mirror, what would it feel like in your throat if you fogged it up? So you take that same sound, or excuse me, that same feeling in the back of the throat, but we seal the lips, we breathe just through the nose, and we're going to try our best to create the sound on both inhale and exhale. So if you're new to Ujjayi breathing, it might be easier for you to create the sound on your out breath than it is on your in breath. And just like everything else, I want you to just do your best and see what it feels like to try. This can be an extremely calming breath for the mind, but energizing breath for the body. And so what we're going to do is just practice it for a few minutes, and then we're going to start to synchronize some spinal movements with the Ujjayi breath to see how it all comes together. So take a seat where you feel comfortable. If you've got something that can lift your pelvis off the floor a little bit, it's going to make it easier for your back. Plant your hands very deliberately on your legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's just start with an inhale that squeezes the shoulders up to your ears. And then as you breathe out, the shoulders roll down and back. And then the shoulders settle as the top of the head begins to lift up. And I invite you to observe your face. And that may sound strange, but with our eyes closed, we are starting to tune into sensation. Direct sensation happening in the body right now. And let's all feel a little bit taller with our next breath in. And as you breathe out, let your head fall forward, chin to chest. Keep your spine lengthened, strong, like the trunk of a tree. And just remind yourself what you're choosing to practice right now. Soft forehead, soft temples, soft jawline. Let's breathe in and let the head lift up slowly. Send your shoulders up towards your ears again, and as you exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Now you can be sitting in a chair. You can be laying down if that feels more comfortable to you. But when we sit up tall, when we activate that energy in the body's central channel, it gives us a feeling of alertness, that we're awake, that we're here. And so let's just put our hands in front of our mouths, take a deep breath in through your nose, and then open your mouth, long exhale, like you're fogging a mirror. And let's do another, breathe in. One more. And then letting the hand flow back down to your leg. Sealing the lips, begin now to seek out that same gentle friction in the back of the throat on both inhale and exhale. Seeking out that gentle ocean sound. And beginning to use whatever sound you are picking up on to help draw you into the moment. You are where your breath is. The gentle ocean sound will give you an idea of how smooth the flow of air is. It'll give you a better idea of the length of your inhales and exhales. There should be no strain. Just a gentle internal ocean sound. Now take a few more breaths, and I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to criticize yourself if you're not hearing the ocean sound. Just keep practicing. And if you are able to create that little bit of friction in the back of the throat and that soft ocean sound, carry it with you as you begin to coordinate breath and movement. And let's begin with our hands at our hearts. You can keep your eyes closed or flutter them open to a focal point. Interlacing the hands. Inhale and press your palms forward and up. And exhale, round your back. Drop your head, press your palms forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Steady, even breath. Exhale, Drop your head, round your back. Now at the top of this inhale, let's separate the hands and reach up. And as you exhale, lean to the right side, planting your hand and reaching through the left fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean to the left side. Reach through your right fingertips, empty your lungs. Inhale, lift, pause at the top of the breath and reach up. And now twist to the right as you exhale. Your right hand touches the floor behind you, left hand touches right knee. Inhale, lift, soft ocean sound. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, bring your hands up. Interlace your hands, turn your palms towards the sky. Exhale, round your back, drop your head, press your hands forward. Inhale, lift. Maybe look towards your hands, little back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Separate your hands and reach up. Exhale, lean to the left side, keeping you on your toes. Reach through the right hand. Keep your sitting bones grounded. Inhale, ocean sound as you lift. Exhale, lean to the right side, planting your hand. Reaching your left hand away from your hip. Inhale up, soft ocean sound. Turn to the left as you exhale, keeping your spine perpendicular to the floor, noticing what you see behind you as you empty your lungs. Inhale, arms come up, reach. Exhale, turn to the right, notice what you see. Inhale, lift. Interlace your hands, turn your palms up. And exhale, round your back, chin down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, soft ocean sound. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. If your eyes are open, let them close. Still sitting tall. Let's tune in to that soft ocean sound, Ujjayi breath. Forehead soft. Tongue relaxed. Release your hands. Flutter your eyes open. Do a shoulder roll. And if you're sitting on a support, let it come out from underneath you. Plant your feet wide. I'm going to move over so I don't disturb my sweet little sweetheart over here, JunieB. We've got our feet planted wide, our hands planted behind us a little bit wider than your shoulders. Take a breath in with me. And as you exhale, knees fall to the right and your chin turns towards your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to where you started and pause. Soft ocean sound. Exhale, knees fall to the left, chin turns to the right. Inhale, bring your knees up, pause. This time, exhale, knees to the right, and the left arm reaches around to perhaps touch your right hand, but don't worry if it doesn't make it there. Inhale, come back to center, ocean sound. Exhale, knees to the left, right arm reaches around and maybe touches the left hand. Inhale and come back. Good. And just straighten your legs out for a moment. Feet a little wider than your hips, hands on the floor behind you to support your spine. Just let your legs shift like windshield wipers when it's pouring rain. And then point your toes. Press your heels forward. Point. Flex. Point. Good. So I'm going to suggest something comfortable for the back of your head. And we're going to lay down for a moment and do a little bit more Ujjayi breathing, and then we're going to let that ocean sound dissipate and let our breath get real quiet for a moment. So I'm going to keep my feet planted wide here and bring my knees together, but you can straighten your legs if you like with wide heels. Closing your eyes as soon as your head gets onto the pillow, and maybe resting your hands on your belly or opening your arms out to the floor with palms up. Shifting your shoulder blades down your back. Relaxing your tongue and just settling your body into the support of the ground. Lick your lips, swallow. And return yourself to that feeling of a partially closed glottis in the back of the throat. Just enough to create a little bit of friction, a vibration in the larynx, and a sound that we can tune into. Every inhale is a taking in of vital life energy. And every exhale is a letting go of whatever isn't serving us right now. Calm, steady, guided breath, just a little bit longer. Gentle ocean sound. Now let the breath quiet down. We're going to leave ourselves alone for a moment. The The body is perfectly capable of breathing on its own without our help. Nowhere to go. Nothing pressing that needs to be done. Nothing that needs to be said. Nothing that needs to be solved. And trusting that our work with Ujjayi breath today helped to remove obstructions to the flow of energy within. And then as we rest, we benefit from that free flow of energy. And now a deep breath into your belly. Start to wiggle your fingertips. And if your knees are elevated, let your legs straighten out. If your legs are already straightened out, use your next inhale. All of us, full body stretch. And as you exhale, hug your knees to your chest. Shoulders relaxed, maybe a little rocking. And then letting yourself roll over to whatever side feels ideal to you right now. Eyes still closed, body soft. Maybe the return of that soft ocean sound. And being very gentle with ourselves. Walking your hands along the floor. Guiding your head back over your heart. Returning to a seated posture. Perhaps that support you had before can return. And establishing a steady, still point with your body. Elbows in line with your ribs. Spine strong, belly soft. Finding that ocean sound. Body is steady. Breath is even and steady. Notice the quality of your mind. Together, let's inhale and stretch our arms back, up, and hands together. Long exhale lowers your hands to your heart. Let your head bow forward as your thumbs arrive at your chest. Shoulders down, spine strong, face relaxed. And let's all remind ourselves, what am I grateful for today? May all beings be happy. May all beings be filled with joy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know peace. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the practice today, and I really hope that you weren't hard on yourself if you found Ujjayi breathing to be difficult, especially if you've never tried it before. Practice it. Practice it not just when you're on your yoga mat, but maybe when you're just doing other things. And that's why we call this yoga practice and not yoga perfect, because that's all we're ever doing is just seeing what it feels like to try in any given moment. So be well, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.